I hit record. Unless you're not ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Ready, Freddy.
And more importantly, spaghetti. Just wait.
Okay.
Because I'm about to crack La Criatura can. Ooh.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm putting that in. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
We're here. We're queer. And I don't know what rhymes. What else rhymes?
I'm not queer, but I support queer.
Oh, jeez. Now, James, how you been doing?
I've been good.
You been good?
Busy, like...
A busy little bee?
Yeah, I haven't been able to, like, stay home much. I actually kind of came home early from work today so that I can actually, like, be home. I feel like I've just had a lack of, like, at home. And I've just been out and about for the past, like, days. And honestly, kind of just, like, need an evening or two to just, like, chill, not do anything.
Fucking relax, bro.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that, like, running in the morning, going to the gym after could also just, like, consume so much of your time. And then, like, sometimes impromptu stuff comes up. Like, I could talk about it later, but, like, I just went to a concert, like, literally got called.
Oh, yeah, I saw your pictures of that. I was like, damn, homie just went to a concert and didn't say anything about it?
Yeah, I, like, well, so here was the thing. Well, I could delve into it later, but, yeah, it was just, like, I've just been busy. How about you?
Yeah, I have been not busy. At all, actually. So,
Yeah, what do you...
it's been nice, but also not nice, so.
What have you been up to nowadays?
I've just been
Streaming?
existing, streaming,
Let's go.
doing it to them every day.
New videos?
Yes,
Nice.
and I also have been, I got back into editing clips for my Twitch, so I've been doing that.
Hell yeah.
I've actually been enjoying it. I've been learning CapCut more, and CapCut's got a lot of good shit in it, so.
Yeah, the pro version has some really good stuff in it. Unfortunately, I have just the regular version, so.
Even so, like, the regular free version is pretty good.
Yeah, it
Like,
gets these episodes.
all things considered.
It gets these episodes out. That's the important part.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of episode, what episode are we on? Are we on 9?
No, I think this is 8.
We're on 8?
Ocho.
We're almost to 10.
00.
Should we do a collab for 10? We haven't done a collab yet.
Who would we bring on? One of the...
I know Evie wants to come on.
We can have Evie join.
She asked me, like, back when we first started. Well, first she was like, you not do a podcast with me? How dare you? And I was like, and then she was like, I better be on the podcast as a guest. And I was like, of course. So, we could have her, or we can bring my entire brain cell and do her and Sarah, but
Yeah.
that might be a bit much if we do 2 at a time.
I mean, keeps the combo going. I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
I think... Well, because you had, like, plans to do a podcast earlier, but, like, just scheduling was a hassle. Right?
Yeah. But, I mean, like, it's much easier to plan, like, one, like, night or day or whatever, rather than planning an entire schedule for a podcast. So, I mean, Yeah.
We make it work.
Yeah, it was just like weird because I think the time that me and Evie and Sarah wanted to do it was like it was like a few months after Evie graduated college, I think, and then like Evie got extremely busy, and then Sarah ended up going back to college, so she's been doing college, so
I see.
it just kind of was like up in the air, and then we never really talked about it again, and I didn't really want to press for it because, like, I don't know, I feel like if you want to make it a priority and commit to it, like, you would make the effort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, with you and I, like, you just randomly mentioned it one day, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I want to do that with somebody, and then here we are, we committed to it.
Yeah.
But
I think,
you know,
I think the big thing is, like, I personally wanted to start one for a while, and genuinely, like, I think there's too much time thinking about doing something, and then you just think about it for way too long before even taking any remote steps, like even the small stuff. And so you just end up like overwhelming yourself, and if you just like kind of like cut it out and just like, all right, we're gonna do this, commit to this, and be consistent about it, then, you know,
yeah, I mean, part of the problem is me, is I get impatient, and then I just take matters into my own hands, and I do shit on my own. Mm-hmm. Like, I get impatient waiting for people to do things, because, like, people have lives, and being an adult is hard, and so, like, if it's something that I can do and commit to myself and, like, control on my end, like, then I'll do it, and then maybe, like, run it back with them later and be like, hey, I've been doing this, like, you guys still want to join in, whatever, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, I get impatient with stuff like that. It's like, I really, really, really want to do this thing, and with the podcast, I didn't want to do it by myself, so whenever an opportunity arose with you, like, we had similar schedules, and so it worked out.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, and even with the time difference, it's like actually not even like that hard to like work through and like actually schedule. And
yeah, I mean, what, you're like 2 hours ahead of me?
No,
3?
You were 2 hours ahead.
Or behind, sorry.
Yeah.
I meant behind.
2 hours behind from you, so.
Yeah, I just simply live in the future. I'm a time traveler, and yeah, I don't like it though, because like literally just me and Nathan are in this time zone, and then everybody else we know is like Central or Mountain or Pacific, and it's like,
I'm telling you live in the wrong time zone. You literally live in the wrong time zone. But I love
it here in Pennsylvania. I like living here. Even like when I lived in Indiana should not be in Eastern time. It's actually dumb. Like, Chicago is literally not that far from it, and Chicago is Central.
Well, that's where you guys were at, like, before, right?
Yeah, we were in Eastern time when we lived in Indiana. Yeah.
It was like an hour ahead instead?
No, it's still Eastern time, still 2 hours.
I can't, it's
we weren't in Central time.
It's hard to quantify, it's hard to like visualize the time zones without seeing a map, but
it's not a straight line, because like Chicago is like only like a smidgen east northwest, sorry, I got my directions wrong, northwest of Indianapolis, and I mean Nathan's college was like halfway in between those two, and like it still wasn't Eastern time, and like the Central line, somehow it like curves and goes around like parts of Kentucky and then like Nashville and everything like that. Like, you don't get into Easter time in Tennessee until you're like past Knoxville, which is like kind of Eastern Tennessee already. And so it's like, this is not even a straight line for a time zone. It's like mega crooked the more south you go, and it's like, how did we get here? Like, how is it not just like a straight diagonal line? Like, come on.
Those dang politicians gerrymandering our time zones.
Literally, time zones should not exist.
All I'm saying is, maybe...
I understand why they do, but it still sucks.
Maybe the people in Japan should just warn us about global events.
No, see, now that makes sense. I just mean, like, in America, like... Maybe on, like, the coasts, because that's mostly where the main difference is with, like, daylight and, like, nighttime length. Like,
yeah.
Over here on the East Coast, it gets dark, like, way earlier than everybody else. And then, like, I don't know what's on the West Coast, but, like, yeah. So, I don't know, but,
yeah,
like, in the middle of the country, like, there's not much difference. Like... It should all just be one time zone. But...
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? If you live in the middle of America, you are in the right time zone.
Correct.
Specifically Mountain Time.
I want to go back to Central.
Specifically
Mountain Time, I want to go back to Central Standard.
If you live...
See, Central Standard's only an hour ahead of you, so...
If you live in any time zone that is not Mountain Time, you are in the wrong time zone.
Okay, but Central is also nice.
Central Smentral.
Your mom's mental. Anyway, you want to know what's really not real, though? Daylight savings time.
Didn't they just, like, rule that out?
I hope they get rid of it.
Didn't they just get rid of that?
I don't think they fully passed the bill or whatever it is. If it's a bill or, I don't know, politics, or government. But, like, there was, like, a bill or something that was gonna be for it, but I don't know if it got passed or not. I haven't actually looked at that lately. But if they got rid of it, hallelujah, because that shit sucks. We should go back to gaining an hour and then get rid of it.
I think it's mainly just for, like, farmers, too. So it's like there's really no... Like, do I look like a farmer?
There's no reason. The farmers don't need it anyway. Like, it's not... They can adjust their crop times anyway, even without daylight savings. Like, it doesn't matter. And all farmers do things differently.
Also, like, the plants still receive their...
The plants do not they do not know concept of time.
That on top of, like, it's not like the plants are going inside. Like, they're not going home. They're just standing still. Like, they're still getting the same amount of sun.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Like, it's still the same, like, existence for them. Like, time doesn't matter. So, like...
Yeah.
Whether you, quote-unquote, lose or gain an hour in the day, it doesn't... Time doesn't exist, like... for plants and animals like that. It's just us, and I don't know why it was invented, but whoever invented it was a megatard, and I hate it. It literally is just made up. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like,
it's not real.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Nope.
I genuinely wonder, when did it even get invented?
I don't know, some old scientist dude probably invented it and was like, stars in the space, Albert Einstein, I don't know. Probably, like, back when Benjamin figured out lightning or something, I don't know.
It was introduced in Germany during the First World War as an...
Fucking Germans, god damn it.
As an energy... as an energy saving measure.
It does not save energy. Lies. That's not real.
I could kind of see it, but, like, this is also, like, 100-year-old technology at this point.
That's true. Exactly the point, though. It was
it's definitely
invented way back then.
It's definitely outdated.
We live in the now time, and the now time says that it's not real.
Yeah. If daylight savings was introduced to cut down energy, then tell me why there's millions of light pollution.
Tell me why we still have to shut off all our shit on Earth Day. Like, come on.
Tell me why football stadiums at, I don't know, like 2 in the morning are full blast their lights. You tell me.
Yeah, light pollution is a thing in cities too.
Okay. I was driving home one day and we kind of live in like farmish land, and I don't know what this like building was, but like the brightest lights known to man. And I was like coming back from being out of town, and I was just driving back home, and I could see this thing lighting up the whole night sky, and I'm like, dude, this is unreal.
Yeah, that's how it is back in my hometown. Like at nighttime, if you like got off our exit on the interstate and went down our highway like towards my parents' house, like there would be this part in the highway where you could see like bright lights and shit, and it was the jail, like
nice,
the big jail. And yeah, it basically looked like a city was lighting it up, but it was just the jail. It's like, yeah, like light pollution is a thing.
It exists. It's real. Okay. Well, in some ways it fucks with like animals, and then also it like fucks with people's cycles, because like light does actually affect, I don't know, like, it does affect your sleep. Like even on like a bright moon, like a bright full moon, there have been nights where like it was a bright full moon and I struggled sleeping.
I so badly want to get curtains in this apartment, but Nathan really didn't want them, and all we have are those just regular blinds.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, I just want it to be dark when I wake up. Like, come on.
I had in my old apartment, I had blackout curtains. And those are real.
Yeah, I want some of
those.
Those
are really nice, but they also like.
We also like have like our window that's by our bed is facing the parking lot, and so like some bastard at like midnight with a fucking Lexus with the fucking LED lights that we fucking talked about in our other episode fucking turns on the car and has the high beams on, and I'm like, I can't see.
That is epic.
I am being blinded.
Think fast, chocolate nuts.
It goes through the fucking blinds too. Like the blinds don't stop the beams of light.
Oh my god, that sounds awful. I think
it's horrendous.
I think our setup is like slightly the same. So like my desk is like right up against the windows, and so I have sunlight. It's actually nice, because back in my old apartment, I didn't have like, there was light, but it was very minimal. And then when I moved back home, there's like one window in my room, and it was like right next to the bed, and it had blinds and stuff like that. But it's nice to be in sunlight. That's my take. I know that it hurts your eyes because of, you know, light sensitivity and stuff like that, but
I have blue eyes.
For me, it's nice. It's like a nice change, I would say.
Yeah, I listen, okay, I like having light in my home, but like at night, nah, dog. Like, and two, like our apartment complex, we live in a big complex, and so they have like big street lights like in our lots and stuff and around the complex to keep the complex light at nighttime. And so like that affects it too.
Yeah, to light up the like parking lots
and the sidewalks and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, it's not 100% darkness at nighttime, and it makes me sad sometimes, but Nathan, when we moved in, Nathan was like, we don't need curtains. We have the blinds. Anyway, that's my impression of my boyfriend when he complains.
He just mumbles.
We do it to each other too. He talks like that when he makes fun of me. So
that's funny.
Well, we've yapped for a bit. Let's get into song of the week. You want to go first? I think I went first last time.
I
don't remember.
I could go first, but I'm pretty sure you went, or I went first last time, but I can go again this time.
Hold on.
Song of the week. All right, I gotta preface this. This song, kind of an oldie, but it's a goldie. And it is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
The Goo Goo Balls.
The Goo Goo Dolls.
The Goo Goo Balls.
Not the Goo Goo Balls. Don't listen to her. No, this song has been going hard. It's just a good song. But primarily...
Bro, I can't even believe people still listen to the Goo Goo Dolls.
Well, so here's the thing. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine?
No.
Well, they use it in the movie.
Ayo.
And
I kind of wanted to ask Nathan if we could watch it, like, this weekend or something, maybe.
it's good.
But
Go watch it. Go watch it.
I want to watch that, and I want to watch Alien Romulus.
I've heard good things about it.
Because Alien is my favorite, like, horror,
Is it?
like, in general. Yeah. It's my favorite horror game,
Oh.
the Alien game. And, yeah, and also, like, my favorite horror movies.
Ah, she's Xeno on my morph till I'm alien.
Okay. Next. Move along.
No, but
I'm going to pretend you did not say that.
no, I said it. But
anyway, Google Dolls? Google Dolls?
Yeah.
Google Balls?
Goo Goo Dolls. It's a good song. I enjoy it. It's an oldie. And they used it in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which
It would be in a Deadpool movie.
in fact it was a great movie. So if you have the chance and before it leaves theaters, you should go see it, because I saw that shit twice.
Yeah,
It's solid. It's a good.
we need to watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
Nathan doesn't like going to movie theaters, though.
Well,
Really, like... He went for Oppenheimer and Barbie, but that was just because, like, his coworkers were going. But, like, I had to drag his ass, which I understand, like, why I had to drag his ass, but I had to drag his ass to Final Fantasy VII Advent Children when they were, like, replaying that in theaters back before the second part of the remake came out. I had to literally drag his ass there and, like, convince him to go with me. But, like, I've always said, like, you know, like, I would like you to take me out, like, on a movie date. And he's like, why are we going to the movies? You just watch movies at home. And I'm like, you are lame.
listen,
Lame. Lame-o.
I like the movies personally, and I like the whole.
I love going to the
I
movies.
like the whole experience. Like, listen,
Same.
I get it. Like, okay, I get that I'm getting scammed by buying, like, expensive ass popcorn and soda. I get it. Womp womp, low bro. I love it. I enjoy the experience. I enjoy watching a movie on screen. I enjoy the popcorn.
And, like, it's a good thing, too, because, like, if you have friends that you, like, want to hang out with, but you don't exactly, like, want to commit to, like, going to their place or them coming to your place, like, you guys can just go watch a movie at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not free, but, like, still.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I love movie theaters.
The one thing I will say is that I think, like, movie dates are definitely, like, a months in type of thing. Like, or, like, in a relationship type of thing. Because movie dates are just, like, there's no talking, dog. Like, if your first date is a movie, nah.
Yeah, not very good.
Not very good. Like, do the classics, like picnic, lunch, coffee date, whatever.
Yeah, but if you're 7 years in, like Nathan and I feel like
movie date is warranted.
at least, like, going to the movies to, like, see the new ones that are coming out, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, you don't want to go see the new movie that's out in the theaters? Like, I don't know, like, I like to do that.
Yeah, you guys should 100% go see Deadpool and Wolverine. What is it? I think Coraline got a remaster and is in theaters. So I think I'm...
No way.
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I fucking love Coraline.
Yeah, Coraline got a remaster, and
that's one of my comfort movies.
Yeah, it got a remaster. It's in theaters and like in 3D, 3D too.
Oh.
So, you should drag Nathan. Because I'm not getting. Like,
I fucking love Coraline.
I'm not getting dragged because I actually did want to see Coraline again, especially in 3D.
Oh yeah, I'll have to drag his ass to that one. Actually, that one I probably wouldn't be able to go with him because he doesn't like scary stuff. Which Coraline's not that scary, but I imagine he still doesn't really like it. But I love Coraline. That shit I can like fall asleep to that shit. Like just run it in the background. Comfort.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's my turn.
Yeah, it is your turn.
My song of the week is STARSET, TokSik. So STARSET is a band that I've listened to since high school, and it was one of the first ever like metal bands that I listened to. And they've been coming out with some new shit recently. This one they came out with like a couple days ago. It's a banger. They're a modern-ish metal band. I don't know if you can call it modern because I like listened to it back in the day and they're kind of old, but like they make modern style metal music, kind of like Spearbox and like all them peeps. But yeah, and they like lean heavily in the electronic like aspect of metal music, and they like hardly ever do screamo. So
yeah,
if you guys don't like screamo but you do like metal band, like metal music ish, that's a good one to start with. That's like a good beginner band. But yeah, it's been going hard in my brain.
And it is TokSik by STARSET, but it's spelled TokSik.
Yeah, TokSik. Yeah.
For those wondering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another one of their songs that I've been listening to that's new is Brave New World. I think they're about to release a new album, but they're on tour right now, so I don't know, but they are a staple in my metal band list. I always go back to them all the time, and I loved them in high school and I still love them. But yeah, they're pretty good. You should check them out.
I will. That song reminds me of this song. It reminds me of Parasite Eve by Bring Me the Horizon.
Parasite Eve! Sorry.
That's a good song.
That's all I can think of when I hear that. Well, because he just kind of like he emphasizes Eve in a weird way. Parasite Eve!
It should just be Parasite E.
Parasite E.
E.
Fucking Markiplier E.
E. Reverb.
Reverbed E.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Yeah. I would highly recommend them as a beginner metal band for people. They go hard. And they rarely ever do screamo. I can't even think of a song that they do screamo in off the top of my head.
There's probably one.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, James, it is already halfway through August of 2024, and that means that the year is quickly coming to an end. Isn't that crazy?
Listen, the last 2 months have been such a blurb to me, and it's genuinely just like, I was thinking about it. I was looking at kind of random. I was looking at my like credit card and like money spent, and I was looking at like my monthly spend so far, and I was like, wait a minute, it's about to be the 20th. I'm like, where did this month go? I'm like, I swear it just started. And I'm like, where did the last 2-3 months go? Like, where did this year go?
Yeah, actually. So, speaking of ending of the year and such, fall is a big time for most gaming communities because a lot of game devs drop new games in fall. So I figure we could talk about some of the games that we are excited for coming at the end of 2024 and then into 2025 if we want. But I personally am extremely hyped for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yes.
Hopefully I will be able to get it when it comes out, but I know Nathan will be getting it. And I know that you are also excited for that.
Yes. I'm very excited. Honestly, I'll just keep my half short because it's literally the only game that I'm looking forward to. I don't really know what
Oh, come on.
No, I genuinely don't know what other games are coming out and like what other games I'm looking forward to. It's like there's like no DLCs I'm looking forward to. I didn't really care about the Elden Ring DLC. I genuinely don't know what's coming up. Like ever since
Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to come out next year, right?
Yeah, but that's a GTA game. I'm like,
oh, come on.
It's like, yeah.
A GTA game. We haven't had a GTA game in how many years?
True. It's been like, what, 12 years? Because I think GTA 5 came out in 2012.
Yeah. We also got Little Nightmares 3 coming out.
Nah, like, yeah. I'm literally just hyped for
yeah,
for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
I'm hella hyped. When I saw the initial trailer when it got dropped, I think it was the Game Awards.
Yeah, we were watching that together. It was crazy.
Yeah, I shit my pants. Like,
shit your pantaloons?
I love Monster Hunter. I played World for a bit, and then I got into Rise, and Rise was my favorite. It seems like Wilds is going to be more closer to
World, yeah.
Which is fine, but they also have like quality of life updates that are closer to Rise, and from the weapons that we saw, combat's a little.
Oh my gosh, the
faster.
switch axe.
Combat seems a little faster, which I'm happy about.
The switch axe, James, it's beautiful. You need to throw up a picture of it. I have never wanted to play that more in my life because, like, switch axe in World and Rise, like, it basically was always just like a giant sword that like was just like made out of metal. But like that one, like it has like a crescent moon on it and everything for like the axe part and shit. And I'm like, oh, and it's purple and like, oh.
Yeah.
I could go on and on, but like I am so excited for that.
They definitely cook with some of their designs. I think there are some really good designs in Rise, and maybe you just like didn't like find them. But I think I don't remember if you can actually switch the like layered weapon. I don't know if that was a thing, but you could like just customize your like armor and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if you could do that for the weapon. And the weapon, like
I don't know, maybe
some of the weapons are really nice.
Maybe they'll add it in.
Maybe. But yeah, is it just the Switch X that you're excited about? Because you're allowed.
I mean, I've really only ever touched Switch Axe. I think like when I played World, I like touched bowgun. I think it was light bowgun for like 2 seconds. But yeah, I've really only ever have played Switch Axe. It's big sword, but not like just big sword.
Yeah.
Like it has variety for my brain. But
well,
yeah.
It'd be a good time to learn a new weapon because
no, I'm okay.
You are allowed to take 2 weapons into combat.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck, I forgot about that.
So like I'm really torn between hammer, which is what I play in Rise.
Yep.
But it seems like
that's what Nathan plays
they're
too.
Returning to like the simple hammer that
I love how in World, I don't know if it's like that in Rise too, but in World I always remember Nathan just fucking like rolling down a hill.
Yeah.
Like playing Hammer. He's just like rolling and then bonking it.
Yep.
Bonking the monster on the head.
Yep. That's the thing. And then, well,
that's just like the Hammer thing. It's pretty funny.
Rise, like, they added like cool moves into it, and like the really cool move that they have, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be in Wilds, and honestly, I like that part about it. And I don't know, I might dabble around and try and find a new weapon. If I don't really find a weapon that I really like, I'll probably just like default to longsword like I did in World. But
yeah,
hunting horn and dual blades look sick as fuck.
Yeah, dual blades looks fun. Maybe I'll do that one for the secondary weapon. But yeah, everything just looks nice. And like, I'm so glad that it's not another Rise moment. Not to like rain on your parade, but Rise was not like, I don't know. It content wise, it's a good game, but like the fact that they made it for the Switch and made the base port for Switch, it just made it not a good like experience on the computer, really. Like, I don't know, but it's just like World is just so much better, like experience wise, ambiance wise, like gameplay wise, graphics is the main thing. So I'm just so glad that they did not port it to the Switch, like, at all. Like, that just was not a good decision for Rise.
Yeah.
But
no,
I'm always an avid no AAA games on Switch, please God. Nintendo, get your dick out of AAA's ass, except for Square Enix, because like I don't know what it is, but with Square Enix, like they have their lanes, and so they have like their Nintendo Switch, like their Nintendo-y like lane, like Legend of Zelda, Octopath Traveler, like they have those games that are fine, and then they have their AAAs like Final Fantasy and you know, is like they have their lanes, but like Monster Hunter is just Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So like obviously like the older Monster Hunter games, like isn't there a mobile game, and isn't there like the older games that like would be fine on Switch, but it's like don't put like the bigger AAA ones like in this day and age on the Switch. It's just not gonna make it a good game. Like, the Switch is an awful console. It cannot run games like that.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I
still enjoyed playing Rise, though. It was fun.
Yeah, Rise is really fun. World is definitely like more immersive in terms of like the aesthetic. You know, it gets you immersed in the environment, and then also the monsters look great. And then Rise, I think Rise genuinely was kind of like the...
Rise, you just kind of hunt monsters.
Yeah, Rise was definitely like the... you hunt monsters like day in, day out, and like the environments, like they're not that great, but like again, it was definitely limited by the Switch. Because I played the demo when it came out on the Switch, and that shit was awful. And
yeah, you won't even catch me at downloading that on my Switch.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, and so like I knew it came out, and then I was like, they're gonna port it to PC, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait until they port it to PC.
Yeah, of course. That's what everybody did mostly. I would like to know what their sales were whenever it came out, because like it didn't take them that long to port it to PC, did they?
It was
I don't actually know.
It was about a year.
Oh yeah, so like I would like to know like what their sales was, because like the majority of the gaming community was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until they port it to PC, because like we're not dumb. We know that the Switch is an awful console and it can't run games like that, like at all. Like even Palia, like I got into Palia for a bit. I started playing it on PC. It's a farming simulator RPG MMO, and it literally like when I went on vacation, I brought my Switch to play it while I was on vacation, and it was awful. Like, the textures on the rocks on the cliffside, it was just all one color. I'm like, oh, okay, this is horrendous. And it's not like, it's not a AAA game. It's not a graphics heavy game, like, at all, period. Like, one of our friends, like, literally calls it Fortnite because it's like 3D like that kind of deal, but it's not Fortnite, trust. But I swear I'm not playing Fortnite. But yeah, like, even that, like, it was awful. Like, the graphics would not load, and it was laggy. Like just moving the camera around was so skippy and laggy, and it's just like, the Switch cannot do it. Like, it just can't handle stuff like that, like, at all, ever.
Yeah, there was so Persona is like a spin-off of like the Shin Megami Tensei franchise.
Yeah.
And Shin Megami Tensei 5 was put on the Switch. And I played it, and it's like, dude, like, this is the real reason why you shouldn't put AAA games on the Switch. And then they just ported it, like, they just ported a new version where it's like, you can play the original, and then they added a bonus content story, like an extra, like, 30 hours to the game, and they ported that onto PC. And guess what? On PC, it looks so...
It runs so nice.
No, not only does it run nice, it looks so good. And it's like,
yeah,
guys, please, Nintendo, I get you guys are trying to make money. And, like, yes, you guys have, like...
They don't need money. Like, no, it's not even that. Like, Nintendo does not fucking need money. Like, no, you cannot convince me that Nintendo needs to fucking, like, do all that. They do not need to. Like, don't. Like, you don't need to want money this day and age when you've been one of the standard companies in gaming since, like, fucking what? I don't know, the fucking NES, was that the first one?
Yeah.
Or was it just like the standard Nintendo?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Listen,
they are gaming. Like, you don't need to want money, bro. You're literally fine.
Listen, Nintendo. I'm telling. Let me clue you in on your next business strategy, okay?
Oh God.
Enable emulating on your portable system so you could play older games, which will probably
they have
be very legal.
Well, here's what I'm about to say. They have the Nintendo Online shit. That's where they get you. That's their business thing.
That is some dumb shit.
If you have a Nintendo Online, you have the N64 games, you have the NES games, you have the Nintendo console games.
That's fine. Like,
but you have to buy Nintendo Online.
Yeah, like,
you can't play them unless you buy it.
Continue doing that. Second piece of advice, I don't know, make good games.
Literally.
How about you go back and, like, fix your Pokemon games? Like,
Mario Wonder was pretty good. I enjoyed Mario Wonder.
I heard Mario Wonder was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
But
Nathan and I played it.
Go out and make some new games.
They got some bangers.
Go make a good Pokemon game.
They got Metroid, that new Metroid game coming out. Right? That's Nintendo, isn't it?
I think so.
Isn't Metroid like Samus?
Yes.
Yeah. I know Fee was, like, talking about that.
Yes.
That's also one coming out, I think, either end of this year or next year.
I think Nintendo's best case and best use scenarios are, like, smaller indie games. That's where your consoles kind of shine. It's like
Octopath Traveler is such a good game.
Yeah.
But that one is Square Enix and Nintendo. But still, like,
it's not resource heavy, and it's like it's a good game. It's like it's not super demanding, and most importantly, it's like well, would you say it's AAA?
Octopath Traveler?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, it's still like it's 2D, so that is the aspect that helps its drive. But the graphics in that game are so good, even on the Switch. Like, it's a very extreme, like, graphically intense 2D, but it still works on the Switch somehow. But yeah, that one's good. That's just Square Enix, though. I would say that Breath of the Wild is a good example. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Those run pretty good on Switch.
Yeah. Those run pretty good. Maybe it's just Nintendo that should just, like...
Nintendo just needs to catch up to the console game if they want to do that. Like, I understood the vision of the Nintendo Switch. The vision was there, but the execution was not.
Make a standalone console. Like, the last few, like, what? The last standalone console was, like, the Wii U?
The Wii U, yeah.
And that was, like...
Which was also a dumpster
like,
fire.
that was a dumpster fire, but, like... you got this...
The dumpster fire started with the Wii U.
You got the Switch. You got the Switch from it. Like, you went from there to the Switch. You guys cooked.
Yeah.
Like, that was good for a while. And, I mean, COVID definitely helped you guys a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Shoot your shot in the console market. Like, make another...
They could do it,
Make
too.
another Wii.
They made the Wii.
Yeah,
like, you can do... If you can make the Wii, you can make a Nintendo version of a PS5 or an Xbox.
This motherfuckers.
100%.
You can make a Wii 2, and I think everybody would be happy.
Oh my god. If they make a Wii 2, that's it for me.
Wii 1 was so good, they should make a Wii 2.
I still own all of my Wii games.
Really?
I will never, ever get rid of them. Yeah, because that shit was my childhood, bro. Like, everybody's like PlayStation 2 or like, you know, N64, NES, whatever, blah, blah, like most of the people in my age group. And I'm over here like, bro, I played the Wii every day in the Nintendo DS. Like, the Wii was my life.
I am of the former camp, unfortunately. I never had a Wii. But I did have a DS.
Yeah. I was like one of the few people. I went to a very, very small middle school and high school. And so I was like one of the few people that had a Wii. And so like a lot of my friends always came over to my house to play the Wii. And that was like also a part of it, like too, is like we always like had sleepovers and played Wii. But like that's where my JRPG shit began, like Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Like, that's my favorite Zelda game of all time ever. And that's what sparked my love for Legend of Zelda. That was on the Wii. It was also on the GameCube, but I never had a GameCube. But
I had...
yeah, that and Super Smash Bros. And let's see, I'm looking at my Wii games. Fucking... I can't really see them, but fucking Wii Sports, that shit.
Wii Sports is good.
Fucking, yeah. We got some other Final Fantasy games too that I kind of sort of played, like Chocobo's Dungeon and Crystal Bears. I played those. Those were fun. And I think Echoes of Time, that was either on the Wii or the Nintendo DS, but like that's where it all began for me, is the fucking Wii. So I will never ever get rid of my Wii games.
It's I think that was definitely something that I missed from my childhood, is definitely the Wii. But I mean, it's okay. My Wii console, we transported it between like the living room and my bedroom back in the day. And my bedroom was like upstairs, and so like it got dropped a lot. And it ended up like the disk drive stopped working. Ooh.
So we had to get rid of it. So I still need to like get a Wii. But they're like $100 a pop nowadays.
You're Wii-less.
I am Wii-less, but I still have all my Wii games and controllers and stuff. I have like the Mario Kart steering wheels. I got those.
Damn.
I got Mario Kart. Yeah, bro.
You got the...
I had the whole Wii Fit, like that pad thing.
Really?
I used to have that. Yeah, but we got rid of it because fuck, you ain't gonna see me on that shit anymore. The moment you step foot on it, it's like obese. No matter how fucking... Anyway, so...
Did you ever get the...
Yeah, we got rid of that.
Did you ever get the...
I also had DDR. I had, like, the DDR pad, too. I fucked up some DDR. I don't have that anymore, though, I don't think. I think I might have borrowed that game from a friend or something, but... Yeah, we don't have that anymore, but I did fuck up some DDR.
Did you ever get the Wii Glock?
The Wii Glock, like the Nerf gun or whatever?
Oh, I posted pictures. You never got the Wii Glock?
Oh yeah, I had those too. I don't have them anymore, but I had that, and I also had like there's a Nerf Wii controller.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's like a whole ass. It's not like the pistol.
It's like it has like a shoulder mount and all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to say AK because that's not right. It was like the shotgun or the rifle or whatever.
I think I have it. Is it this thing right here? The Wii. It's like it says the Wii Zapper.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But it was like Nerf coded.
Yeah.
And we got that because my dad got a hunting game. That we played. Like Cabela's. I still have it actually, probably. Yeah, I do. It's down there.
That's
Cabela's
good.
Cabela's Wild Hunt or something like that. I can't actually read it, but yeah, I still have it. But yeah, I don't think I have that controller anymore.
Damn.
We lost a lot of shit in our move, and so that probably was lost in the move. But yep, I still have the majority of all my games, and the controllers and the nunchucks and the Mario Kart steering wheels.
Hell yeah.
Still got all those. But man, I miss the Wii.
The Wii.
I gotta find a Wii. But yeah, we got those games coming up. Another one that I'm mega excited for is Judas, which is a game that is created by the creators of BioShock. And BioShock is also one of my favorite games ever. I have all of them on Steam, but Judas is created by them, and it's like I don't want to call it cyberpunk, but it's like kind of like that ish like style. I don't really remember, but when I watched the trailer I was like, oh my god, another BioShock game, but like probably way better because it's like made in now times. I'm super excited for that.
Watching the trailer as we speak. It looks sick.
It's awesome. We also got Witcher 4 coming out, which I never really got into Witcher, but recently I played Wild Hunt, and that's pretty fun.
Oh, the third game?
So yeah. That's
pretty fun.
Is it the third game? Yeah, that one.
I never actually played any of the BioShock series. It's just games that like
you need to.
It's just games that like my I think that the pattern that I have with gaming is that like I usually just ended up playing the games that my brother played. And so like whatever he was interested in, I ended up being interested in, and that's kind of like where I carried some of that. It's like I was like a really big Disgaea fan because he was a big Disgaea fan, which is like my JRPG that I played when I was growing up and still do.
Yeah.
And like he got me into Persona and like SMT. But like games like BioShock, what else? Other like not thriller games and like horror games were never on the table for me. Those were just like not it. So like the Resident Evil series, I never played until.
Yeah, you've been getting into those, haven't you?
Yeah, like the Resident Evil series, I didn't play until I think last year, or no, 2 years ago. I made a video because I did the remake. I played the second remake, and I made a compilation of my experience, and it was just titled My Resident Evil 2 Experience, and it was just a cut of like every single time I screamed.
Yeah, I love me some Resident Evil.
It's good.
Some good shit. I recently got Village because it was mega crack on sale on the PlayStation Store, so I've been playing that on stream recently. But yeah, I also need to play 4, the remake for 4. I need to play that one too.
Yeah, I shit you not, like I have to like screenshot this because it's actually pretty funny. They went on sale at some point, and I said fuck it. And
buy all of them.
Yeah, quite literally.
Damn.
I just said
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I just have all of them.
5, 6, 7. Biohazard was really good. I played Biohazard.
Yeah, I have all of them up to Village, which is 8, I believe.
Damn.
You were playing Village recently, right?
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Yeah. I think there's a third person like way you can play it, so I think I might do that.
Yeah, you can play Village in third person.
I think that's like, I personally like the third person in those games. I don't think 7 is.
I like playing in first person because it's more scary, and I like that.
That's fair. I think when let's see, what I like doing is like whenever I get into like thriller horror games, I like turning off the lights. I like playing them at night, like closing the blinds. And the one thing that I do is like turn up my my headset volume to like all the way up.
Oh yeah. The good thing about VTubing is like I don't need no lights on. Like I still have like enough residual light like that comes from the window like at nighttime at least that like it catches my face tracking. Jesus Christ, my stutter. But but yeah, like no lights, no music, like that. Just horror game. Like yeah, and so I'm mega in the zone, locked the fuck in when I play horror games. It's super fun. Another honorable mention, which is like big in the Legend of Zelda community, is Echoes of Wisdom is coming out next year, and it is the first title in Legend of Zelda history where you can play as Zelda as the main protagonist.
Oh, I did hear that.
I am so hyped for it. I am so ready. It's more of the chibi design type game. It's one of those games, so it's not like a AAA-ish. I mean, it's still gonna have like amazing AAA graphics and stuff like that, but yeah, and it is the first title in all of Legend of Zelda history where you can play as her as the main protagonist. She is the protagonist.
They finally did it.
They literally turntabled the turntables, and this time we have to go save Link. I am so ready. I'm so ready for that one.
Final Fantasy 16? Question mark?
That one's already out.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, it says coming to PC. Is that what it said?
Oh yeah, it's getting ported to PC. Yeah. Yeah, no, I played that one the day of. Next in line for the horror game lineup is Silent Hill 2 remake.
I did see that.
That one's a big one. I'm gonna be hopefully getting that one too, maybe possibly, but Yeah, I've never really played any of the Silent Hills, but I've watched them on YouTube. They're a classic. They're good.
A cult classic.
And the new Assassin's Creed game that's like Japan based.
Yes, I forgot
Assassin's Creed
about
Shadows,
that.
that's coming out.
That
I never really was into Assassin's Creed, but I played 3 and I loved it. So I might end up getting this one since it's Japan based.
I think, well, here's the thing, is that the direction that they've taken since 3, well, actually, I think after Unity, whenever Assassin's Creed Origins came out, I think that's what it's called, the Egypt one, they did like a massive shift in terms of like what Assassin's Creed is. And it feels more like closer to an RPG.
Yeah, and I like that.
Which is really good. Like, I didn't play Origins, I played Odyssey, and by far, like,
I've heard Odyssey is really good.
I played through up until Unity, and by God, Odyssey was my favorite Assassin's Creed that they've ever made. It was so good.
Yeah, see, so there's another one that you're hyped for.
Yeah.
Not just Monster Hunter. Come on, James.
Yeah, my bad. Well, I also just looked at my wish list on Steam, and Slay the Spire 2 is also coming out.
Yes, I was about to say that as well.
It is coming out next year. Because they dropped that announcement at some point, and then I was actually pretty shocked that they're making another one, or like a second game. Which, I don't know how
there's
I
also
feel about it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I never played the first one.
It's good.
I kind of need to.
It's good.
But there's also a new title coming from the devs of Outer Wilds and Fallout New Vegas called Avowed. It's a fantasy RPG. That one I might get. That one's on my radar. But I didn't play Outer Worlds or any of those, but I did like briefly play New Vegas. So interested in that one. Let's see. We got Arc 2. That's supposed to come out. It's probably gonna come out in 2025. They loosely said late 2024, but I feel like that's probably gonna be 2025. Let's see.
I also just looked at the Monster Hunter stuff. Dog.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak, the DLC is $20. That's a good ass deal.
Yeah, it's on sale. Yeah.
Holy.
Oh yeah, and they're porting Until Dawn to the PC, which is a big step because like Until Dawn is a huge title for that dev team.
Until Dawn?
That's gonna make them a lot more money. Until Dawn, the horror game that was like story based, like the first oh god, what are they called? Fucking
oh, it's like the
something Chronicles, or not Chronicles. It's Supermassive Games.
It's like Query.
Yeah, that's part of that's part of the Dark Pictures anthology. There it is.
Ah.
Yeah. So they've got all those games. The Quarry, they've got Until Dawn, they've got Man of Dan, they've got there are some other ones. House of Ashes, Little Hope. They've got The Devil in Me. Those are good ass fucking horror games. Let me just tell you, Man of Medan is kind of trash. That was like their trash one, but all the other ones are good.
Hey, sometimes a game studio just has to have not a bang.
Sometimes you have to have the flop. You gotta have the flop in order to have the good ones.
Yeah. That's what the creator of FNAF had. Just a couple flops, and then out of nowhere, Scary Bear took over the internet.
Civ 7.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
That's another one that a lot of people are going for.
I think there's only one individual.
Except for, well, didn't he say that it looks like it's gonna be trash because he's
No, they haven't even done any gameplay of it, so it's he's just calling it trash before it comes out.
Well, let us back up a little bit. One of our friends, the friend who, if you guys remember the episode a while ago that we talked about, was trying to plan the grad party, but then ignored us for months on end. That person, they're into Civilization. And he said that he doesn't want to play Civ 7 because it's too good. I don't know what it is, but did he say it's too graphically good, or I don't know. Essentially, he didn't want to play it because it's gonna be a good AAA game.
He just said so he disliked Civ 6 because he feels that the graphics of Civ 5 are just so well done that it just hit the mark. The whole systems are perfect in his eyes, and he likes the combat. Whereas in 6.6, it seems there was a lot more simplified, and it just looks a little cartoony, which I will agree with him. It does look a little more cartoony. But yeah, he's just calling it ass before it comes out, and we keep memeing him where it's if Civ 5 was so good, why didn't Civ 5 2 come out or something like that?
Yeah. Well, he also said to me that he didn't want to play it because it was a new it's gonna have new modern game style, and I'm okay, that's what all games are doing. Hello.
When new game comes with new mechanics, God forbid.
When new games come out and they are new and have new graphics and new things and new whoa. Crazy.
Whoa.
Crazy. We also got Death Stranding 2 announced for 2025. Now, I didn't play the first one, but I did watch Jacksepticeye's entire playthrough of that, and that game is phenomenal. Kojima is doing it.
I have Death Stranding. It's on my
on your list.
It's on my Epic Games if you're ever wanting to play it.
Ayo.
Yeah, because it was free. They had and Outer Worlds is also on my Epic Games.
Yeah, I did see that one when you gave it to me to play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, they had I think it was Christmas, they had each day had a new game, and Death Stranding was one of them, Outer Worlds was one of them.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 4 is getting some more traction, at least this year it did.
Kingdom Hearts 4 to be released in 2020-30.
Yeah, I don't think we got a release date, but we did get some more we did get some more fluff.
Did we?
From Disney and Square Enix. Yeah.
Did we get any gameplay? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the trailer, it did not look that great. I did not
think so.
I did not like that cinematic.
Oh wait, hold on. Do we have a release date?
Let's see. Kingdom Hearts
Reddit
4 release date. Oh.
I do know that since the release of Final Fantasy 16, Square Enix did say that Kingdom Hearts 4 is their next large title that they were focusing on.
It says that
to get released.
The planned release window is 2026. So I probably expect to see some
more stuff next year.
Yeah. Probably late next year.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about, is like when they released 16, Final Fantasy 16, they talked about their next large title. Square Enix's next large title that they were focusing on is Kingdom Hearts 4. So that was the fluff that we got.
I see.
But yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
It is.
I loved the trailer. I think it's a giant a giant step from 3, because 3 for all of you Final Fantasy fans that know what I'm talking about, Kingdom Hearts 3 was the Final Fantasy 13 of games. Like it brought a massive change to the franchise, because like Kingdom Hearts 2 was what,
2009,
and then 3 came out in
10 years later.
10 years later. Yep. Yeah, so like I feel like 3 and 4 are gonna be the games that the Kingdom Hearts fans are like, ew, yuck, AAA games, ew, yuck. But like, come on, guys, we live in this day and age now. Like, they've gotta cater to like the gaming systems that we have now, like the PS5 and the Xbox and like PCs. That, you know, and I mean, like, it's one of Square Enix's largest titles. Like, it's right under Final Fantasy. Like, they're gonna make it AAA, and they're gonna make it modern, and they're just gonna keep rolling with that, because that's what they do, and that's why they're popular. So
I may be wrong here. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually older.
Older?
Yes.
Well, I know there was a giant gap between 2
Sorry,
and 3.
it was 2005. So
2005, so even larger.
A total of 14 years passed from 2 to 3, but alright, let me sort of...
Give your spiel, because you also are a Kingdom Hearts pilled.
Yes, I am. I think I kind of reside with some of the former camp. I really love 2. I think 2 is definitely by far the best Kingdom Hearts game to date.
I can agree.
And it's just like, I think it's just the way that it's, you know, the way that it plays, the story and all that stuff is great. Like, it's perfect, I think, in every which way. I think where a lot of fans, and me personally, whenever I played 3, had a lot of issues, was like, there's a lot more added into the game, but if you really think about it, it is all due because of the previous games and the games in between 2 and 3. Because there's like so many Kingdom Hearts games that came out between 2 and 3, and it's like all of those combat systems and all of those gaming systems went straight into 3, and it's like it's a culmination of those things coming together and creating a game. And genuinely, like, what other game has done that that's like AAA? Elden Ring in every which...
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Elden Ring in every which way. When I first played Elden Ring, I had played multiple Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro, the Dark Souls franchise, and like Demon Souls. You go from them, you play each one of those games, and then you get to Elden Ring and you're like, holy shit, all of these things in previous From Software games are now in one. And I think that, of course, definitely Dark Souls and all that stuff, like, From Software definitely did it in a shorter time span, but you gotta understand that, like, Square Enix doesn't just make Kingdom Hearts. Like Square Enix makes Kingdom Hearts and all of Final Fantasy and all of other games and all other like series. So it's like
you got the Mana series, you got fucking Fire Emblem. Are they in cahoots with Fire Emblem? I don't think so. That might just be Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got like the whole Mana series, like Trials of Mana, Secrets of Mana, like whatever, that whole series they've had for a long ass fucking time. They've got Final Fantasy, they got Kingdom Hearts, they got Octopath Traveler, they got let's see, large Square Enix titles.
And I think genuinely,
oh yeah, they got Saga, they got fucking,
it genuinely is just like, you know, it's a big company, they're not focused on one game solely, and even then, like, they still pumped out a bunch of Kingdom Hearts games, and then they pumped out the 3 14 years later. And, you know, it's a culmination of what they've learned and what they've made, and they're taking systems that they thought that were working and that players enjoyed and culminated into one.
Yeah. You got Dragon Quest too, that's another one of their big ones.
Yeah, Dragon Quest is huge for them. And, you know, each series has their fans. And, of course, like, some franchises have bigger there's a bigger fan base for them. But, I mean,
yeah,
I think it's still pretty impressive that Square Enix has the ability and capability to still pump out really good games. I think that, you know, Kingdom Hearts is for sure a beloved game by many.
It's just like it's the curse of those titles being a test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are old. Final Fantasy is old, Kingdom Hearts is old, Dragon Quest is old, Mana is old, and that's like the curse is like you're gonna have all of the fans that played all of the old titles, and then they're not gonna like the new titles.
Yeah.
Because of, like, you know, that's just how time works. With time, games change, titles change.
Yeah.
Large titles like that, they go forward instead of staying stagnant, and so, like, people just don't like change.
Yeah.
It happened with Final Fantasy when 13 came out. Like, 13 was a whole new, like, way of gameplay, and, like, they just kept running with it with 15 and 16. Like, and even, like, 7 remake. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like,
you know,
like, if you remake Final Fantasy VII to what it was, like, with just modern graphics, I genuinely doubt people would have enjoyed it as much. I'm like, you would have hit probably the nostalgia combat system, but people would have gotten so bored.
Yeah, I mean, people are just mad at Final Fantasy because it's not turn-based anymore, and I'm like, you still have, like, the spin-offs and stuff that are turn-based, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you can go back and play the old games, but, like, it's inevitable. Like, the new generations nowadays, like, they don't want to play turn-based. They want to do the open world, open combat, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, Square Enix has got to cater to the new people, the new generation. Keep catering to the youngins, because that's you know, people don't live forever. So
yeah,
they got to cater to what's trending in order to make their money.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. But yeah, I'm super excited for Kingdom Hearts 4, and the trailer looked awesome. I was like, whoa, there's, like, not a game that's like that out, really. Like, a Square Enix game, at least. Like, I feel like the closest would probably be 7 remake. But, like, even then, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I was not too thoroughly impressed, I'm not gonna lie. I tend to, like, set expectations low when it comes to, like, cinematics until I see, like, actual gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, the entirety of the trailer is CGI. Yeah. So, like,
yeah,
that's kind of Kingdom Hearts' gimmick, though.
True.
Like, most of all the trailers are all the CGI shit.
Yeah.
So, hopefully it will meet your... Don't hear me say...
Oh, baby!
Fucking goofy.
Well, we had a good old rant. I just realized that
Yeah, we've been going for almost an hour and a half, so I think we can end it there. We got to talk about all the new shit coming out that we're excited for and all of that shit. So yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Adios. Everybody go down in the comments and tell James how bad he is at something. I don't know. I was gonna go with that, but
everybody go down in the comments and in bold put lick.
No, please don't. God damn it.
Please do.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. We will see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.